Hey everyone, welcome to today's episode of Aussie Garage. Today's episode is a continuation of last week where we spoke to Geoff about his beautiful Monaro. This week we're going to go through Graham's Mancave, which is absolutely packed to the brim with Holden memorabilia. So, let's not waste any more time, let's get straight into it.
Graham, show us your own shit, mate.
No worries. I'll try not to fall over.
Yeah, fair enough.
Grandkids motorbikes.
Yeah, fair enough. Wow.
Toys.
They even got toys here, so yeah. Perfect.
Yeah. I guess as part of collecting stuff, I got into the model cars a bit.
Yeah, you've got a fair few cars there, which is fantastic.
Mostly small ones on that side.
Yeah. And when did you start collecting all the model cars?
Probably about 40 years ago as well, I guess.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Wow, so you've got a lot there as well.
Yeah. If you're wondering why there's half a brick and a couple of old bolts and stuff there.
Yep.
And I should have labelled that stuff while I still remembered, but now I don't remember.
Yep.
But some of that stuff is from some of the old Holden factories in Adelaide.
Oh, okay.
Stuff, yeah, remnants.
Wow, okay.
Where there's only a few ruins there now. In fact, I believe there's less there now than when I got some of that stuff. So.
Yeah. And then that's like a lot of people collected stuff like that. And we've heard other people like collect things like bits of the bloody floor from basketball courts and all sorts of stuff as well. So those kind of things are collectible.
Yeah.
And you've got heaps of number plates along the walls as well from different things.
Yeah.
Obviously from older cars, or you just found them around the track?
Well, the GMH 123, my mate gave me that. He used to work at one of the motor registries in Sydney years ago, and he just had them. And then that's off an eco I used to have, and then one off my son's HR, and my wife had an EH wagon. That's one of them, and
it carries on from there. And like you've got everything from key rings to fuel oil drums, everything like that. So a lot of petroleum memorabilia, which is fantastic. And you've
pretty much anything that had a Holden logo, I collected it.
Yep. Nice.
And seriously, some of it's probably junk, but some of it's
I think anything is junk. Everyone looks at it and goes, "Well, it's a collectible piece." So it's fantastic. I mean, you got flags everywhere, which is great. Some of them that seems really old, especially the James Hardy one. That seems very old one. So is that either a Bathurst one or is it?
I bought it at a swap meet, but I thought that'd be a nice piece in the shed.
Oh, 100%, mate. 100%. And you got Craig Lowndes here sitting there.
Big fan of Craig. So, got the Lowndes Edition Commodore as well. So
nice. So ACDelco taking over some of the servicing and stuff as far as what Holden used to be now, but
that's kind of always been in our life. ACDelco goes back over 100 years, and owned by General Motors all that time. The Delco used to be a separate thing. And that actually stands for Dayton Engineering Laboratories Company. Where they used to do a lot of their development 100 years ago. And then the AC, that actually started with a lot of their spark plugs were AC spark plugs, but that actually stands for Albert Champion. Who then went out by himself and did Champion spark plugs.
Oh, nice.
But General Motors ended up buying him out the first time round, I guess.
Oh, wow. Because I knew that I've heard their names before, but I never actually associated them actually with Holden until later on, until I knew that Holden was shutting down, and then they were starting to do their own servicing centres and
doing
things
a big
like that.
push on ACDelco because they do most makes, not just Holdens, with ACDelco stuff. So
that's absolutely
service
fantastic.
items, plugs, filters, that sort of thing.
Now, I noticed over here you've got a whole bunch of Holden stuff in boxes, which looks like new old stock and other remnants and things like that. So tell us about that.
Just part of the collection, I guess. I love the old packaging. Like when you buy a part for a car today, it's in a plain brown box. It's boring.
Yep.
Whereas, you know, they had some colour and some style to some of this stuff. And it looks great, I reckon.
Oh, 100%.
And it's, you know, a lot of it's pretty hard to get now, obviously.
Wow, that's just it. Like an X2 badge.
Yeah.
And all sorts of stuff like that. And even the spark plugs that are still in the original box. It's like, those things are just absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. And, you know, when was the last time you saw a grill badge for a 48?
Wow.
With the box.
Box, wow. Yeah, no, never.
Like that's 75 years old.
Yeah. You know? No, I've never seen them, and the ones that I have seen, even the grill badges now, the badge, the actual lion on it is pretty much almost worn away to nothing.
Yep, that's right. From 75 years of cleaning and polishing.
And that is pristine.
Being on the road.
That is pristine, and you know, you got all the special badges and things like that.
Yeah.
Wow, this is fun. Oh, I like the fact that you even got the Holden service stickers.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people, you know, threw those off as soon as they got up their car service.
Yeah, yep, that's right.
But this is fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, I know that you've got a dirty big box behind us. What's hiding in that?
That's a LSA crate motor.
Oh, wow.
That was destined for a VK Calais, but I don't think that's going to happen now.
Yeah, and when did you buy that one?
I bought this 5 or 6 years ago.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Wow. So that's all ready to go.
Yep.
No, that's perfect. Well, there's always going to be a project that you can maybe put something like that in it.
Yeah, make a great car.
Yeah. And what else you got in the garage here in Mancave?
This is probably a good piece. So this, this is some of the sales training that they did for the dealers back in the day, for the salesmen, how to sell the cars and whatever.
Yep.
So this is actually HK.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
All the way back there.
Yeah. And part of it was, I mean, you know, we're used to having stuff online these days, but this is the audio was done by that, and that's the Monaro story.
Wow.
So
that's unreal.
That goes pretty well with the car we got in the shed here today.
Yeah.
And then the little film strips that went with it. So.
Perfect. Like I've seen the A-tracks that they have for the buyer and those kind of things, but I've never seen it from the sales point of view.
Yeah. So.
And that would have been like, is that something that you've found over the time, or was that something that was at a Holden dealership and you went, oh well, I've got to have that?
I've got to stack them, but I don't remember where. So there's a heap of them there.
Oh wow!
Different models, but
so you got a whole series of them.
But I don't actually remember where I got most of them. So
that's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, those in itself would be hugely rare.
Oh yeah. There's a few. There's a handful of collectors I know of in Australia that have got them, but they're not common.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
And then you look at like a facts book, and then again, this was something they did for the salesmen, so they knew all about the cars they were selling and some of the competitors' cars. So that's HK.
Wow. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, and once again, never seen one of those before.
Yeah. So it talks there about Monaro prospecting.
Fair enough.
You know.
This is just amazing.
Yeah. So.
All right, and that would have in itself taken a long time to collect all these kind of collectibles.
Yeah. Sometimes it's a matter of being in the right place at the right time.
That is true too.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah. So,
and then you got this little hideaway about the back here. Is this more a little man cave to sit down here and chill out?
I've got the little fireplace for the cold Canberra winters, and can sit out here, and sometimes I sit out here and watch Bathurst or something like that.
I mean, even some of the old posters out of the displays, others like the NASCO ones and everything like that.
Yeah.
Like even them in themselves are very old and like collectible as well, which is fantastic.
Some of that stuff's reproduction, but
fair enough.
But that's okay.
No,
it's still nice. Yeah.
Well, that's it. I mean, Holden chairs and everything here.
I think this is a good piece. This is off Brock's 95 Bathurst car.
Oh, wow.
The rear quarter panel.
Yeah.
That's a good piece. He damaged that in the top 10 shootout. Backed it into the wall and the cutting.
Oh, okay, wow.
A mate of mine got that for me. He was on the TAFE smash repair team. Yeah, and he grabbed it and gave it to me. So.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
And it's even got him signing it, so that's that's perfect.
Yeah.
Like, I love that kind of stuff that's been hanging up on people's walls and bonnets and things that have been signed like that. Even collectible watches and things like that. Are these all Holden stuff, or is it just other parts as well?
It's pretty much all Holden stuff.
Wow.
Yeah. I think.
Even the old, what is it? Pocket
watch, yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
1948.
And I like stuff like this too. No, I was going to put this on my FC, but then I decided if I put it on the car, then
it's not as valuable.
Then it's not new anymore, is it?
No, it's not.
So, you know.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That's fantastic.
So instead I re-chromed the one that was on it and kept this.
Yeah. I bet you have a lot of your Holden mates going, I need this, can you give it up? You know, kind of thing.
They know better.
Yeah. But no, this is fantastic. I just love how you've got it all.
Yeah.
You know, you see collections like this and you just go, and it's good that you've kind of specialised more in one area rather than multiple.
It's hard, and the shed's never big enough.
No.
Yeah, and so everything's crammed in. But
no.
So be it.
No.
That's all right.
Yeah. No, this is absolutely stunning, mate.
But everyone has to have a hobby.
Well,
you know?
that is true.
I don't drink much, I don't smoke, I don't gamble.
Yeah.
I collect stuff.
Well, yeah, I don't think you're going to afford to with this kind of stuff, mate. So, you know, you've got some really good parts and really rare parts.
Yeah.
So, and that's what makes it fantastic.
I like this. I don't know whether you saw the bit of a hubcap collection, new hubcaps there.
Wow.
Different models.
And the fact that they're still in the bloody packets.
Yeah. So
that is good. Like, I haven't seen that one before too. What was that off?
It's Statesman. I think it might be HJ or HX.
Wow. It's been a while since I've seen a hubcap that looked like that.
Yeah.
And you got all sorts of new old stock type steering wheels.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good fun.
Oh yeah.
It's good fun.
Absolutely. So what kind of other stuff are you trying to chase at the moment still?
I don't really chase it anymore because I'm full.
Yeah.
But occasionally I still come across stuff.
Right.
But I don't actively look for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you find it, you got to get it, don't you?
If it's something good. Yeah. Can't help yourself.
No, that's it. That's it. Nah.
Yeah.
To work in a garage with all this surrounding you, mate, you're in heaven.
Yeah. And sometimes you just come out here and you don't actually do anything, you just potter around.
No. That's it. Look, put it this way, if Dan was in here, he'd be staring at everything all day as well. So, you know, just like I am at the moment, it's like fantastic.
Yeah. So 24, that's 10 years old now.
Yep.
I think that's scary in itself.
Yeah.
They released the Lowndes Edition Commodore, which came in, there's only two options, red or white, and manual or automatic. And this is one of 48 white manuals.
Wow. With a big 6-litre engine in it and everything.
Yep. It's done about 40,000 Ks. I don't use it much.
Wow.
It was actually my wife's car. She passed away nearly 8 years ago.
Oh, sorry to hear that, mate.
Yeah, I don't think we'll ever sell that.
No.
The grandkids love going for a ride in it. So.
Well, it's just as rare now as the older cars.
Yeah.
You know, the fact that the limited number, plus you've got the low Ks on it, the whole lot.
Yeah.
So that is amazing.
Yeah, and it's a great car to drive.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Like, I don't think I've seen one myself, so this is the first time for me.
Yeah.
I knew there was like Lowndes signature type ones, but this one is just phenomenal.
Yep.
How did you get this one?
Well, there's a kind of a story in that too, actually.
Yeah.
So working at the dealership at the time, I saw a bulletin come out saying that they were going to release these later in the year. And as a bit of a joke, I sent it to my wife and said, we should get one of these. And she came back to me and said, yes, we should, which is not the answer I expected.
Yeah.
Anyway, you could ask for a particular build number because they're all numbered.
Yep.
You could put 3 choices and there was no guarantee you'd get any of those choices, but so our first choice was build 64 because we're such EH fanatics.
Yes.
And when it turned up, it was build 64.
Nice.
So that was good. But we kind of put it on hold because Kathy had actually got pretty sick by then, and that was a high priority for us.
Yeah.
But anyway, she actually came into work one day and they had it sitting on the showroom floor. And when she actually saw it, she said, no, we've got to get it. So we did.
Yep. Perfect.
Yeah. Maybe it was meant to be, I don't know.
Yeah, well, look, at the end of the day, she would have enjoyed riding in this.
Yeah, and funnily enough, I wanted a red manual and she wanted a white automatic.
Yep.
So our compromise was the white manual.
Yeah, fair enough. Awesome.
Yeah.
No, this is lovely, and the fact that it's still in pristine condition, mate.
Yeah.
Pristine condition.
So,
Love it.
But, you know, it hasn't done many Ks, but they are built to drive.
Yes.
And I've done 3 track days in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's been driven hard.
Yeah.
But, you know, you can still drive them hard and look after them at the same time.
Of course. Yeah.
Peter Brock proved that, didn't he?
Yep. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. He definitely did.
Yeah.
So yeah, and just another piece of history. And Craig Lowndes in himself is just an iconic person.
Yeah.
So, yeah. The way he drove and everything like that, and yeah, just a great person.
Anyway.
Yep. That's about it. All right, Geoff and Graham, look, thanks for showing the car and also showing us around your man cave. Both of them are sensational. I really appreciate you guys talking to Aussie Garage and spending your time with us today and running through everything that you guys have done and everything you got in your man cave here.
Oh, that's great. There's no point having stuff in a man cave if no one can see it.
Well, that is true too. Yep.
Yeah, I like showing it off.
Yep. Same with the car. Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And everything you guys have got is just absolutely brilliant.
Yep.
So, thank you very much for your time, guys, and we
Good on you.
really appreciate it.
Yep. No worries.
Awesome.
Yep. Too easy. Thank you.
Thanks, mate.
Nice to meet you too.
You too.
Yeah.